Ghost Racing Network now has merch. Go to grnmerch.com to browse our selections from stickers to custom-made by-request hoodies and shirts. If you've ever wanted to support Ghost Racing Network outside of YouTube, here's your chance. Ghost Racing Network, or the scary side of iRacing. Welcome to the Four Corners Racing League here today for their championship race. The drivers are currently in their qualifying. This league is sponsored by Under Pressure Power Washing Services. Might notice that I'm missing some logos. I had to reset my computer and lost all of them. And that is absolutely massive. Let me make that smaller. Oh my lord, I did not realize it was that big. That needs to go down a lot here. Sorry about that, y'all. Did not realize I had something that massive on the top of my logos. And there we go. That will be fixed. Just a little bit smaller than before, but it's definitely a lot more appealing to look at there. See, drivers are currently, actually they've gotten done with their qualifying. I forgot that I did that at the very end of it. I hopped in. So 150 laps. I'm going to pull up the qualifying order here now, though, to start. So first, Kyle Smalley. Second, Jared Wishon. Third, David Shildhouse. Fourth, Walker Thomas. Fifth, J.R. Houston. Sixth, Roberto Ramirez. Seventh, Calvin Allison. Eighth, Aiden Kirker. Ninth, Brian Jones. 10th, Brad Peters. 11th, Gavin Hibbs. 12th, Jordan Weaver. 13th, Chris Worrell. 14th, Caden Henry Oaks. 15th, Brendan Kohler. 16th, Marcus Adams. 17th, Zach Lindgren. 18th, Michael Anthony. 19th, Casey Heschel. 20th, Jeremy Brown. And 21st, Josh Duke. Some of those towards the end were probably a little bit harder to see, so I might change the color of what they are. I do know that I need to set these guys' colors correctly on theirs. What did I do? I did transparent. I think I did. Yes, no. I think I did driver style. No, I did not. Did I? Yes, I did do driver style. That's what it was. I'm gonna say I couldn't remember which one I did for their numbers. I believe coming into the points leading is actually Kyle Smalley. I'm actually going to load in some. There we go. Just cut to an ad real quick. Had to load in the cameras that I use where I reset it. Reset the PC, reset everything, so it didn't have these cameras automatically loaded onto them. And it wanted me to, do that manually, which is not that big of a deal. But I had to do that either way. So turn that gain up just a little bit more, because I know I've been a little bit quieter than I normally am sometimes. DK and Henry Oaks there. Crunchyroll paint scheme. Still didn't do 0-2. Was going to give him 20 bucks to do it. I mean, he missed out on that opportunity, but 150 laps here. I believe the playoff standings right now, Kohler leads over Smalley by 8 points currently. Real people that only have a chance is Thomas, Adam, Shildhouse, Smalley. Smalley is 8 behind. Shildhouse is 12 behind. Adams 18 behind, and Thomas 19 behind. But you see pace car pulls in Jared Wishon. He will lead them to the green flag here. Long restart zone here at this track. One thing I hate about it. Starter will have the flag in his hand. You really can't see him down there, but look towards the bottom of your screen. You can see him poking out there, and the green flag is in the air. We are underway here at Phoneix Raceway. Kyle Smalley already cuts the track as much as he can. There's nothing wrong with that. You can do that if you want to. Go down as low, and we already have somebody in the wall. I just saw smoke. Somebody just pancaked that wall, and I believe that was J.R. Houston, too. He has flattened the right side of that Chevy, or not Chevy, that Toyota Camry. What happened to him? I heard somebody hit it. I mean, I heard him just smack the wall. Did he just lock it up? Oh, he got loose. Oh, he overcorrected, and I guarantee that's broken the toe link on that car. Toe link is probably gone. I would not be surprised if that is gone on it because, yeah, it's just not too good. Not too good at all. When that happens to those toe links, it'll just break them immediately. As you already see 2 cars down there now. Kyle Smalley, he maintains the lead. How do the points work in this league? Let me see how these points work. Let me see. They should have a... I know sim racing, or who does it? It's automated. I do know that much. Just can't think of who does it exactly. A little bit more cars here. This is the last race of the season, championship race. That is a William Byron inspired paint scheme right in front of Berto Ramirez. Chris Worrell, Zach Lindgren, Brendan Kohler. Yeah, JR's already in pits. It probably gave him a meatball too, because I guarantee that broke the toe link in it. This track, I want to see who burns up their right fronts the most. This track is very, very aggressive on the right fronts. If you go out there and cook it off, and you don't have one, you're going to be feeling it for the rest of the race. That's for dang sure. I mean, it's just, it's not going to want to turn, and you're not going to have a good time. You're going to be really suffering the rest of it. Going back here to the pack a little bit, just kind of watching some battles here. You see Lingering we're trying to get up under Smalley. Those guys with the blue banners are in the playoffs. Biggest mover right now is Gavin Hibbs. He is up 5 spots. Currently sitting in 6th, so he started 11th at 95 Chevy Camaro. News for real life, they just announced the new Ford Mustang that will be racing next season. Looks pretty nice too. Very, very nice. More aggressive fender welds or wheel welds than anything else. Which the Fords need improvement. They really haven't done crap this season. People are going to say, oh, well, Blaney's won 3 races. I mean, really didn't do much the rest of the season. I don't count super speedways as a real win. Martinsville, he did good, but Penske's done good there a lot before. See, Jones was trying to get to the outside of Allison. He was looking there. One thing these guys have to be careful about is you can't be getting aggressive in any of these corners. If you get aggressive in any of these corners, you're going to really be hating it. And I mean really be hating your life, because it punishes you pretty dang bad for that. Pretty bad for it. It's just not a fun thing to deal with, that's for sure. Looking at Smalley's lap time, he's been a little bit slower, but it's probably just working up there right now. At Child House, he did get a sponsor, Splash and Go Graphics, for him, so that's a good thing to see. The driver gets a sponsor, it's always nice. It just makes him look better. Called a marketing move. Free marketing, basically, for these guys, for these companies that are on cars. Oh, switchback. That's one pulled by World. He almost pulled on Adams there. Ramirez, Kirker kind of fighting a little bit. Kirker's going to get a good run because he got that good bite down into the corner. Didn't get the run off like I thought he would, so he actually doesn't really do much with it. The JR's already back on track. I'm surprised that car's gotten fixed. And he's only 2 laps down. He had, it's probably, I guess he only had 30 seconds of required. I know that car's going to be hurting on turn. Weaver's trying to get up under Ramirez. He's going to get, actually, decent run off the corner. He's going to go all the way down to the bottom now before, actually, here at Phoneix. I don't know when they took. So basically, how low those guys are running, that actually used to be grass. You used to not be able to cut that low into the track. I don't know when they took that out and made it the actual track that it is now. I know it was during the time that I stopped watching after Gordon retired. So probably, I'm guessing 2017, possibly. I don't really remember when they took it out. I don't know when they took it out. Yeah, but that used to be grass, but they can go as low as they want to. And there is smoke on the track from somebody. Casey Heschel's down pit road. I don't see any visible damage, and he's stopped. Braking power? I'm confused on why he's down pit road right now, but that's odd, but alright. I don't know why. Close race in there between, that looks like that's 05 and the 42 getting into a little bit. Peters and Ramirez. I don't know if Ramirez knew that Peters was down there. I think they both realize, hey, it's not really worth the fight like this right now currently. Just not kill each other yet. We can save that for the end of the race. I'm not sure where Duke is. What happened to him? Got Peters might have hit Ramirez and sent him up the track there. Ramirez ran pretty wide. He can't come up yet because he's got to get up under Adams. Peters does, and he will do that. Yeah, that's almost like, man, that's a little bit of a hey, get out of the way, man. You're kind of slowing us all down here. A little bit of a bump to get him out the way. This was just a smidge, not too much of a hit. Wishen's been running pretty identical lap times to Smalley. They were about 10th off that last lap. Pace has fallen off about 0.5 to 0.7 of a second so far. Doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, it actually is. That is that's a pretty big amount. Pretty big amount. Ramirez has crashed. What happened here? Oh, he's looped it on the backstretch. Coming off the corner, puts down too much power, has too much wheel in it. And, yep, there it goes. Snaps, overcorrects, and into the outside wall, then into the inside wall. That probably has broken both right fronts. Possibly. Let's see if it has. Still seems to have some turn. It's not pulling either. I'm trying to see. Oh, yeah, that is not turning. Okay, yeah, that car is done. Front of that car is just destroyed. You saw him going to the corner, tried to turn the wheel, and it just did not move at all. When that happens to a car, you know that front end, both tires are just gone. Gone from that point. Kohler is getting up under Hibbs here. Hibbs not going to really fight him for that position yet. He's only going to stay on the outside, but he's almost going to hit the wall, so he's going to he has to give it up right now. We follow in behind Kohler. Put that power down too. Going to get a pretty decent run off the exit. The Houston actually slows up Schaldhaus there. It loses Schaldhaus in heavy time. Now looking at it, wishing was a little bit faster that lap, but Kyle was catching JR, so that could have been the cause of some of that slowness. Not saying that JR is running slow. When you come up on a car like that, you naturally want to slow down. Find something here for you all. That will have to wait, I believe. Well, so sad and unfortunate, but whatever. I do believe I have them here still. I know I have them here somewhere. Wishes he stayed in that 6/10 area. He's not lost or gained really. He's just stayed relevant. And now they're going to start getting into heavy traffic here, so this is going to really change up. Kyle, he's got a good way to get to lap traffic, but once he gets to it, it's going to be interesting for him. He's already gotten a little bit of lap traffic. Casey, I don't know why Casey came down yet. I'm still confused why he came down. You know Kyle's really trying right now. Really trying. Tires are probably going to start wearing off. This may be set up where they have to do 2 pit stops. I'm not completely sure. If it's 2, it's going to be interesting. That's for dang sure. Now, this is the hornet's nest. This is when you just have people everywhere. You're trying to sort through them. And there is smoke from who, though? You can see it. It's very faint. Smoke. Who got sideways? I don't see anybody who's gotten sideways, but somebody... I think I know what happens. So that smoke that I was talking about, how it happens is it's the transition. Guys tried to go down there, and they go down there a little bit too aggressive, and they slam that right front, or sorry, the left front down on it, and it'll literally just shoot the whole car sideways. And when I mean the whole car sideways, I mean the whole car will literally just shoot out from under you, and you will get incredibly loose. It is not even funny. I've wrecked multiple times doing that. You learn the hard way not to transition that hard. Who's that on the apron? There's somebody on the apron. I think it may just be seeing some things. I could have swore I just saw somebody on the apron there. We will do a lap on board with each driver here, though. No, we'll split up. We'll do the top 15 right now, and then we'll do the other 15 later. So we'll start that when Kyle Smalley gets back to the start-finish line. now that pit stops have started, it's going to kind of mess with that a little bit. So we'll actually go away from that right now, as they are 49 laps into a 150 lap race. And there have been no cautions yet. Some people have junked themselves and hit the wall really hard and basically destroyed their tire or their car pretty much. But they kept going, so give it to them if they want to keep driving on with it. Ramirez, so the guys that have came down pit road is Kirker, Adams, Lindgren, Heschel came down on lap 16. Peters is down. Really, the only guys that I'll be looking at, more than others is going to be Smalley, Thomas, Adams, Kohler, and... Sorry, that's the wrong one. Kohler, Smalley, Shothouse, Adams, and Thomas. Looking at one from 2 months ago. Yeah. Wishins, he's just staying there right now. I mean, this is what he really needs to be doing at this moment. He doesn't need to be, worried about going all out and trying to pass him yet, because he's staying 6 to 8 tenths. I mean, it's not bad. Excuse me. Water bottle. Hydrate yourself. Surprised we have no Aquafina sponsors in here. Jones is going up, and this is a lap car. They lapped on. No, they're unlapping themselves. Sorry, forgot that they pitted. One thing too, like that can be these guys can kind of do is, if you haven't pitted, you need to pit. Drive these cars that need to pit hard, like really, really hard. Or sorry, drive the cars that have pit hard, because you're going to pit and get these tires off. So it's not going to matter to you, really. It's not going to hurt that much for you. Evidently, they can go at least 55 laps on tires or on fuel. I don't think they can split it down the middle. If they do, they'll be lap 75. I have to make it 20 more laps on fuel at least. They are 3 wide. Anthony, Adams, and somebody almost spun. Who was that? Was that Kirker that I saw here for a second with the smoke? No, it was Caden Henry Oaks. Up under Kirker. I think he might have just tapped the rear end of it. He saves. That's a good save from him to not panic and overcorrect. Allison is down pit road right now, the number 28 car. So he's getting his service done, and he'll be off and away. Got some other guys here. Now, can they make it 20 more laps? That's a question. But Wishins, he's creeping in here now. I think Kyle's hurt his rear tires. So let me see. Little bit. Yeah, he's hurt him a little bit. One thing that is so difficult about these cars is the tires. Once they get hot, they just get perpetually hot, and they don't want to grip anymore. And I think that's what he's having to deal with right now. Is they've just gotten a little bit too hot, and it's on from there really for him. Not a fun thing to deal with. I would like to see that happen in his rearview mirror. He's seeing, wishing get messed with a little bit there by the lap car. That'll bring him right back into it. I can't tell if he's letting him by or if he's just... or if there's something wrong with that car. I really can't tell. The way it's being driven, it just looks weird. I don't know how to describe it. It's just weird. Jeremy Brown, he's now in. No, he is not. He was just going as low as he could there. I was confused. It said he was down pit road. He's just cutting the track as much as he can. It's not really cutting the track, just going as low as he can. Sorry, y'all. I'm glad that doesn't pick up. I just smacked the life out of my microphone jack. I mean, just nailed it. It's really loud. Sorry about that. Nobody heard it, though. Good job, me. These guys go to lap 75, and yeah, but look at this. Wishing's, he's just stay there. That's Circle B diecast, correct? Yes, it is. Circle B diecast. I need to get a diecast made of my cars that I have, I think. Anyway, he's just stayed there, and I keep noticing this. So this is towards the end of the run, though, but Kyle is still sliding those tires, is my question. A little bit there. Doing it here. Let's see. Not that corner. It's tight here. Tight. It's gonna be tight loose. Yeah, just a little. I mean, it's not a lot. It's just a little bit. What about this? What about here for Wishing? Oh my gosh, he is loose. That is not what you want to do right there. You saw that car completely step out on him. I mean, he had to basically turn the wheel as much as he could to the right to get that to turn. And if you're turning to the right on a circle track, that's not good. That's not supposed to be happening. Ever. I want to see if Wishing, so right now, if Wishing knows he's going to pit soon, though, he can drive this car really hard. If he knows he's going to pit, so this is all a mind game at this point. It's a big mind game. House goes down, so he's the first guy to go that's like no championship contender down pit road. He has to slow down a little bit for... They both are trying to slow down, I think. Gonna hurt House down pit road just a tad. And he gets in his pit box. I thought he almost overshot his pit box there for a minute. Gets in his pit box nice and clean. Now, Wishing comes down here. Okay, so he's coming down. When does Kyle come down? Does he run hard this lap and then go back in? Does he run hard? Circle B diecast. They make diecast of real life cars. Excuse me. I don't know why I thought they made customs. That's not bright. I'm stupid. Kyle comes down. Where is that gonna put? So House. He should be up front. Should be if it cycles out correctly. Okay, where is House gonna cycle out? No, Wishing. Oh, they're actually no. Wishing's ahead of him. So is Kyle Smalley. They cycled out that close to each other, but it appears House gained some, but Wishing he is all over the bumper of Smalley at the moment. Smalley's gonna be looking in that rearview mirror saying, "Oh God, here we go." This is not gonna be a fun time for him, but I know for Wishing it will be. But now the tires gonna be cold, so you don't want to abuse them too bad. Once they take heat, then you'll probably start to turn a little bit better. And then there's some guys they'll go out there and just like jack drops and it's just burn the tires up. It's not the brightest idea if you race. Don't do that. Don't burn your tires up early on. Weaver's down now. Yes, this is going to be the rest of these guys. Oh, where are the other contenders for the championship? Currently sitting. So we kept an eye on Smalley and House. Wishing is not in the championship. Well, he's 56 out, so he's kind of out of it. Need to look at Kohler, Adams, and Thomas. Kohler is sitting, cycles out. He'll be up to about 4th. And Adams, where is Adams at? Marcus Adams, he pitted on lap 47. Is he trying to... He may be trying to just hope that the way the tires wear, they wear where it's not hurting them too much. Then we need to look at Walker Thomas. Thomas is actually up in the lead, but he has yet to pit. So he's hoping for a caution, maybe just running as long as he can on this one set. I think he's just trying to run as hard as he can, or as long as he can on one set of tires now. His last video is 3 years ago. Wow. Let's see, Walker. Yeah, Walker's probably just giving away. If I was him, though, I'd maybe be trying to fight him a little bit harder. Just keep him behind me more. I mean, and one thing is, it's more cars for, you know, Kyle and them to pass back there. Just make it more difficult as much as you can. Just make it more difficult as much as you can. Kirker, I might be interested on when these guys that on lap 40 will come in. They'll come down at 110-ish, possibly. Had to guess. One time I could think they would come down pit road is around that time. They can go 70-ish, 75 laps. Yeah, it should be around that time for them. Should be. I said should be. It's a key word. Now that these guys have done their pit stops for the most part, we're going to go to our first commercial break of the whole race here. And literally, as soon as I do that, a caution comes out. Zach Lindgren has apparently crashed here. Don't know what's happened yet. Ignore that there. I'm trying to get these moved around. What has happened here? Lindgren on the bottom. Shouthouse doesn't touch. I don't think Shouthouse ever touched him. I don't see Shouthouse touching him there. Unless it's netcode, Shouthouse didn't touch him. I mean, it's really close. Shouthouse did not touch him. Still not on him. Still not touching him. Still not touching him. Still not touching him. Still not. Still not. But thing is, that could be netcode that sent him around. But he never was touched by Shouthouse. So I don't know if it just stepped out on him or if he got netcoded. That's hard to tell. And I can't really tell, but they're down pit road at this time. Kyle Smalley, everybody comes down pit road who had just pit, so it actually works out for the guys that hadn't pit. And why are you staying out, Lindgren? Actually needs to get his lap back. Kyle Smalley, he easily wins that race off pit road. Allison comes out second. Adams, so reset the field. Completely reset it. Wow. So Jones, yeah, I was going to say Jones needs to come down pit road. It needs to come down pit road. But this changes everything. I mean, this literally changes everything now. Throws a wrench in the whole plan that I had. So now this is going to be anybody's race almost at this point. Yeah, if y'all watched the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I never played any of the games because I would have punched a wall if I had to. Because I would get too terrified. I would get entirely too terrified to play that game. Or, yes, Five Nights at Freddy's. I could not do it. Could not do it. But this brings up, this is going to change a lot of things. This is going to jump everybody back up too. And you know, we saw like extremely early on the mistake that who was it? Houston made. I mean, literally plowed the tires and just went straight through. Using their lanes right now. The pace car will pull off here. Aiden Kirker, Kyle Smalley, Adams, Allison, Shouthouse, Wishing, Gibbs, Kohler, your front four rows, top and bottom. Pace car pulls in here, and green flag is... Pace car has pulled in, and green flag is in the air. We are back underway here. Kyle Smalley gets a huge jump on the field. Cactus Cam. Kyle Smalley maintains that lead. However, this would be more of who doesn't burn up their tires right now. I will not burn them up. Hibbs is back down. Did he jump the start? Oh, he has KO'd the left front. Sorry, right front of that car. I mean, it is destroyed. What has he done to this? It was towards the back, and caution is out. Brian Jones has crashed, apparently. Out transition. No. And just clipped by Peters there. It's all on. Yeah, that's just Peters. Unless they came down. Yeah, I can't blame Jones on that. It just looks like it's just Peters. Misjudged it. I don't think it was on purpose. Yeah, Peters, he gets in there a little bit deeper, and I don't think Jones is expecting that. Yeah, you can see, like, watch right here. So Jones is probably, not yet, braking right here and starting to head in. Peters is still on the throttle. Peters doesn't lift till, like, there is where he probably starts lifting. And I just don't think he realizes that Jones is going in a little bit deeper. Really no hard damage to either of those guys, but what happened to Hibbs? Hibbs got that wall pretty dang good. Oh, transition, isn't it? Does he try to go down on the apron? Yep, there. I've done that before. He doesn't go down on it fully, but you'll see what I mean by this when he gets it. Watch this. It's really light. And whoop! There it goes. What happens right there is the car unloads and it loads in, or unloads, which it takes all the weight. And then you think, oh, I got to counter steer, and then it loads back down, and then you are just right in the wall you go if you crank that wheel too hard. It's not the best of times. And he found that out the hard way. Excuse me. We'll go on a commercial break. There's really nobody's going to pit except the guys that were in the crash here. Ghost Racing Network now has merch. Go to grnmerch.com to browse our selections from stickers to custom-made by request hoodies and shirts. If you've ever wanted to support Ghost Racing Network outside of YouTube, here's your chance. Ghost Racing Network, for the scary side of iRacing. We'll have to cut that ad here a little short. Got to get the green flag here at lap 99. It will be... Gotta do math in my head. 51 laps left. I don't know why it took me forever to do. And green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here, and this microphone will not stay stuck on its stand. See them, and has JR gotten... No, okay, he's 15 laps. Never mind. For some reason I thought JR might have gotten back on the lead lap. He was only 2 laps down at one point, but he's now 15. And we have another caution out here. Jeremy Brown apparently is around. So is Brad Peters. This looks like this is... Somebody got on the apron. Peters, who was involved in that last incident. Oh! Cranks it too hard, and... ADH just there. Innocent bystander. Misses the inside wall. That's just having too much wheel into, and it comes around on him. We'll actually go on board with Peters. That's just having too much wheel. There's nothing he can really do about that, to be honest with you. Gain feel like it's up way too much. I don't even think I had gain on at one point either. Let me take that gain off for you, because I think that gain is actually blowing me through the sound barrier that it should be. It shouldn't even be as high as it is, but it's evidently is. Let's go. And look. Cockpit view. Yeah, it's just he has too much wheel into it, and it just comes around on him. That's the only thing he can really do about that. I mean, he doesn't know what's going to happen. Yeah, locks it down, then tries to throttle back up, and 88's just there, hits him, and then it's just just on from there. That's not on purpose. He's just trying to get to turn. He has too much wheel into it, but we'll actually finish that commercial break that I was going to do that I had to cut short there. Ghost Racing Network now has merch. Go to grnmerch.com to browse our selections from stickers to custom-made by request hoodies and shirts. If you've ever wanted to support Ghost Racing Network outside of YouTube, here's your chance. Ghost Racing Network, for the scary side of iRacing. As they have made their caution laps a lot shorter, so it kind of sneaks up on me there. So you've had a slew of cautions recently. Race car is in here, though. Kyle Smalley controls the restart. Starter has the flag in his hand. See it right there at the very bottom of your all screen. As green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. These guys all make it through there right now. Currently 43 laps left. Gonna be a little bit more aggressive driving now. Guys have to. They're gonna start realizing, you know, it's kind of getting later in the race. The moves that I wouldn't make normally, I will now. I'm not sure how the points would work if Smalley won. If that would take the championship from Kohler or not. It may, I'm just not completely sure. That's it. If they stay green to the end, again, they were having a little bit of trouble. Not wrecking each other, just a little bit of trouble racing so hard. I'm almost 4 wide back here around Walker, Jones, Ramirez, Kirker, or Heschel, not Kirker, Heschel. Kirker's all the way up here. Where did Kirker? Kirker's came from the back, it almost seems like. JR's back down pit road. Not sure what happened to Josh Duke. He disappeared. Looking at Wishing back here. He was up front. Now he's back in all of this. Like he's 8. Molly, he probably likes what he's seen in his mirror. These guys are having to chase him. He can set the pace so he can go as slow as he wants, to be honest with you. Doesn't really have to drive that hard. Adam, who is Andy Petrie? That's who it was. I was going to say, it's kind of... Y'all didn't watch the Xfinity Series race. There's a bunch of crap that went down with RCR. And basically, they threw... you know... Sheldon under the bus. Ramirez has wrecked again, apparently, on lap 113. I just noticed that. No, sorry. He just wrecked once. Just gets down on the apron and just spins it out and locks it down and keeps it going. So that's actually a good save from him. Well, these guys are all chasing Kyle. As I think Jones almost got turned there too. These guys got to be careful. I saw so many bobble in and out. How far can Wish and get up here? I mean, he's going to be stuck back here fighting these guys. He's only got really 30 laps to do it. Kirker's slowly creeping up, too, to Kyle. He's ran about 700s faster. This actually used to be where the old start-finish line was here at Phoenix, too. Looking at Lindgren and Worrell back here right now currently. Pushing back here. And then you have 88 doing a participation trophy. Good. If I was him, I honestly couldn't even stay in this race. But, I mean, I'll give it to him. There's some drivers that I wonder how they stay in the race for so long. Kind of after. I don't think his chance is shot. I think he might have gotten some damage from it. From that spin that he, or that contact that he got with 05 at Peters. As these guys are getting within 25 laps to go, though, we're going to take one last side-by-side full commercial break here unless a caution comes out. And, of course, I'll bring you right back over here if there is one. Ghost Racing Network now has merch. Go to grnmerch.com to browse our selections from stickers to custom-made by request hoodies and shirts. If you've ever wanted to support Ghost Racing Network outside of YouTube, here's your chance. Ghost Racing Network, for the scary side of iRacing. Wow, that is absolutely amazing timing. I don't know how in the world I just did that. As soon as I get back, we have a caution come out here. Somebody had to have spun to bring this out, but the whirl? This is lap 128. I don't I don't... I don't understand why there's... Is it out here or... Still green. Still green. Still green. And then... Like, and I don't see... Like, anybody around. I don't really get why that was thrown, why that caution came out. Kyle Smalley's now down pit road. Okay, I am so lost. I don't know what just happened. I mean, that is extremely confusing for me. What just happened? If I could explain it, I would, but I can't. I don't know. I am so lost in why that caution was thrown. I mean, like... I am beyond confused right now at this point, I think. So that's gonna, I mean, that just changes everything. Literally everything. Like, just throw what I had out the window and let's do something else right now. Lights are off on the pace car too, so pace car will pull in this lap. Starter will have the flag in his hand here. 19 laps left. As green flag is back in the air, we are back underway here. As somebody just smoked the wall, like that was the 88, I think. Somebody just cooked it. I don't know who that was. I think that was the 88 though. We're not gonna look at it right now. And wait to look at that, but he definitely hit that wall. I don't know, he just scraped it, it seems. Walker Thomas has the lead, and is he looking at the points? He's not really in it, I believe. No, he is. He's fifth, 19 out. We have Shothouse and we have Lindgren goes down to the inside, and he somewhat saves it, pancakes the left side of that car. He stayed green, and then Allison goes around, has too much wheel, and it spins, loops it, keeps it going. That was actually pretty smooth right there. I'll give it to him. Yellow flag comes out, though, for Allison. Got too aggressive on the throttle there, and it wanted to come around on him, but that'll give them the green with, I think, 11 laps left, I believe. Should be that. So that's going to make it even more interesting again. Get stuff off my desk here. As I massacre my monitors. All right. Yeah, it should give them. It should be 12. I don't know. I'm still so confused on the caution before this. It's confusing to me. Excuse me, there. Here, Gatsby. Cat's gonna be meowing his life out. Her mouth out. Hey, Cat, be quiet. Oh. How? Who can get up here? Fresh's tires up at the front. Walker's on lap 102 tires. Behind him, everybody's pitted. And Colwood's so fast early on, but he's got equal tires. I mean, pretty much everybody up here is going to have equal tires at this point. I think it's just going to be who's more aggressive on this restart. Somebody's going to put their nose where they shouldn't, and it's going to end up pretty bad for someone. The pace car will pull in here. It's going to be maybe not even the final restart. Walker Thomas up front, Shildhouse on the outside. Starter has a flag in his hand as green flag is back in the air. We are back in, or green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Shildhouse doesn't get a bad jump either. He jumped almost exactly with Walker. He's going to get to the outside. Maybe he's trying to poke his nose out there. Might just want to send it in deep one time and just hope it sticks. Burn up that right front a little bit to get outside of him. Going to break in the middle of the corner to get that car to turn. These guys are fighting behind him. Too wide for about 4 different rows. Walker's going to throw a block there on Thompmer. Shildhouse. Shildhouse are going to try to pull a little bit of a crossover or try to. Walker going to hold that ground. He has 9 laps left here. He's going to have to run as hard as he can. Fresh tires, I think, will end up being his demise here shortly. At some point, they'll get him. Right now, if you're one of these drivers, maybe 2 laps. I give them 2 laps, and then it's just burn them up at that point. It's a who cares what types or what condition my tires are in. It's just to go out there and burn them up now. See him. Shot houses on the bumper of Walker. Jones has crashed, but no caution is brought out for that, as the caution is now out. That was me. I wouldn't have thrown that. He's so far back. Goes down on the apron. Yeah, he took that transition way too aggressive. Actually, okay. Ooh, gosh. There's 2 people. Okay, now I see why caution was thrown, because there's 2 people that just destroyed themselves. Kirker got some of it too. He got a pretty good piece of that. He did literally the exact same thing that Jones did. He just did it way worse. That's not how you transition down there. That's a hard hit. Don't think we'll see anybody coming down. No, we won't. There's gonna be 3 laps left when they get this. Should be an unofficial green-white checkered attempt. Should be. This should get, I think lights should go off this time by on it right now. When they go by, of course. See that the pace car has pulled in here though. 3 laps left. Proudhouse chooses the inside here, surprisingly. He lined up behind Walker. This is actually maybe a little bit better for him because he can kind of judge. And no, he actually doesn't get that good of a jump. Walker, he only has to go 3 more laps around. Kyle Smalley hops into second. Shothouse to the inside of Smalley. Can he get his nose in there? He can. Going to be on the bottom, though, and outside can roll surprisingly, but Shothouse, he's going to be probably foot to the floor now on exit. He's throwing a block there on Kohler. Goes pretty aggressive on it, too. Kohler, however, doesn't really put up with that block. Doesn't dump him, though. He gets in there even with him. Smalley coming back. He had to pit. I don't know why he pitted, but he's back to the lead now. Well, for a second, he is. Thomas is going to draw side by side with him here. And Kyle Smalley will go to the lead as they come off of 1 and 2 in this track now. I think about the old configuration. Shothouse going to move up to second. Walker Thomas still on the inside of him. Shothouse says you have one last chance here. If he has to get in these corners, I mean, incredibly good, and he has to hope that Kyle messes up huge. But right now, I just don't see it happening. Kyle Smalley comes out of 1 and 2 here. Shothouse, he can do a Hail Mary play, just throw it in the corner. I don't even think he can get him here if he wanted to. Kyle Smalley will go into turn 3 and 4, and he will come off 4 here with the win at Phoenix, and I believe that may get him the championship also. We'll have to see who gets the championship. I wonder who gets the championship here. Asking right now who won it. Shothouse. Wait. He actually? The 5? No. Kyle did. Nope. Actually, I've been told 3 different things. Kohler has won the championship. Watching Kyle do his burnout right now. He must have just barely held on. But we'll actually kind of start sideways here, or from the bottom up, believe it or not. So I'll actually start with Kyle first. He's not doing his burnout. Whew, excuse me. Pull up the finished order here now. So we'll actually bring in Kyle Smalley first. Hey, Kyle, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man? Man, so you come home with the race win, but you fall just a little bit short of the championship. You know, how did the race go overall, though, for you?
Even with no cautions, Jared was really, really fast on the long run, so I was just trying to keep him at bay. But then that caution came out, and then I had to take 2 tires just to stay in front of the field so I can keep track position. But then that other caution came out, and pit road opened, and I was like, I didn't have time to react to go in the pit road, so I then had to pit the second lap around. That kind of screwed me, so I just had to drive like a maniac through the field, and luckily I got there somehow.
No, so did you think you would get past Walker there at the end? Because Walker, he was being pretty hard to pass the whole time he got up there, but he was on older tires. So how confident were you in yourself?
Yeah, I mean, Walker's a teammate, so I know he was going to race me clean. But yeah, he was on older tires, and I wasn't going to not win. I was going to do everything I could to win. So I'm glad it was Walker that I was racing and not anyone else.
So this was the last race of the season for you. So, how did the season go for you guys overall here at Four Corners Racing League?
Um, I enjoyed it. Our participation wasn't the greatest at the end, but it was really awesome through the beginning and the middle. But just this car, I think, is a turnoff for most people. Just the setups aren't what they should be. But hopefully next year we can figure something out. We won't be doing a full season, but maybe we can figure something out for everybody.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out before I let you go?
Yeah, I want to thank JR for doing this league with me. I had a lot of fun doing it these last 3 years. Everybody at Balls Out Racing, um, you for broadcasting, Chris at Under Pressure for sponsoring the league. That was a huge help. And everyone that ran the league, that was fun.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good win here tonight, man.
Also, congratulations to Brendan for winning the championship.
That was Kyle Smalley, the race winner. Falls just a little bit short of the championship. Now we will bring in the second place driver and David Shildhouse. Hey, Shildhouse, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
I got you, Bryce. How we doing?
Man, so you come home second, fall just a little bit short there. But, what was your thoughts there towards the end of the race? Did you think that you would get, before that caution came out, did you think you could have gotten around Walker with those extra laps you could have had without the caution?
Yeah, I think, the difference in tire was pretty obvious there. He did a really good job holding on, but the 4 tires was going to prevail. We just needed enough laps to do it. I'm still scratching my head trying to figure out how the 5 got all the way back up through the field after he didn't get down pit road when the rest of us did. That really threw a wrench in the plans of everything there. But credit to him for driving back up through the field and doing what he needed to do. Damn, so close, but I'm just really proud of this entire season. Brendan just told me I scored the most points out of anybody in the playoffs, and I'm really proud with that. It was a really good 10-race stretch for us after a pretty mediocre regular season, I would say. No wins, and I think, that coupled with running out of gas at Las Vegas there are probably the 2 reasons why, I'm not closer, if not winning the championship here tonight. But all hats off to Brendan Kohler. He did an excellent job. He's a very deserving champion in this league. And he drove phenomenally all season. He was excellent all season, and that's really what it takes, not just being good in the playoffs. But I'm proud of how it ended. I think I finished 3rd overall in the standings, and I'm really happy with that, Bryce. First year in the league, sadly the only year in the league. But this was a lot of fun. FCRL put on a really good product all year, and I was really proud to be a part of it.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank out? Thank any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, of course. First and foremost, a big thank you to Under Pressure for their title sponsor of this series, the support that they put in. J.R. Houston and Kyle Smalley for running this ship and being the admins here, putting in their time and effort to give us a year-long Cup Series league like this that's such a high quality of competition and drivers. And so a big thank you to them. A big thank you to Splash to Go Graphics for coming on board here at the end and sponsoring me. Check them out on Facebook or Twitter. Make sure to let them know Shieldhouse sent you over. Get 10% off your first order if you're a new customer at Splash to Go Graphics. Big thank you to Next Level Racing, Advanced GG, Thrustmaster, and all of my supporters, everybody cheering me on at twitch.tv/Shieldhouse. The children were out in full force tonight, Bryce. Chat was popping. They were going crazy. And a big thank you to Briar LaPrade. He came on in the playoffs and was helping me with spotting and driving coaching, and he really made a big difference as well. I wouldn't have even been at this in this position if not for Briar. So it takes a village to make this thing go around, and I'm just really honored and proud of everybody involved and so thankful for everybody involved for a great year. And of course, Bryce, I'm thankful for you and you putting in your time to broadcast this league. As a one-man show, you do a wonderful job, and I appreciate your time and efforts to broadcast what we do here. It really means a lot. I always go back and watch them, and I look forward to that. So thank you, Bryce, and thank you, everybody. Have a happy holiday season, and hopefully we'll be seeing you again here real soon.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good job tonight coming home second, man.
Thank you, Bryce.
David Shildhouse, the second place driver. He actually had to get his help earlier on in the day where my computer I reset everything on it because I had one drive like going bad, so I just decided to just wipe it all. I had to ask him about compressor settings because I could never get those correct, which I actually had it right before on my old PC. I just wanted to make sure, so he helped me out with that because I have it set to go a little bit quieter on iRacing when I actually start to talk, which I thought I had that set up right, and I did. I just wanted to make sure, so I had to message him. But we'll bring in the championship winner and third place driver, Brendan Kohler here. Hey, Brendan, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
And so you come home third, but, importantly, you come home with the championship. So, man, how does it make you feel knowing that you won the championship here in the Four Corners Racing League?
Freaking awesome. That was the most fun I've ever had on iRacing. That entire playoffs, racing with Kyle, David, Walker, just Chris. I'm going to leave people out, but it was just a blast. I've never had so much fun on iRacing, and I've been on iRacing since 2010, but that was just a blast, and probably one of the most nerve-wracking races I've ever been in because it was probably one of my worst racetracks, and I had to start at the back, and I was just trying to keep mini goals. I wanted to be top 10 by lap 50 and top 5 by lap 100, and thankfully I was able to do that. And those restarts at the end they were crazy. It was just 3 and 4 wide on the apron, and that was a lot of fun.
So how did this season go for you overall, though? Because, it seems like you were pretty good the whole entire season up towards the front most of the time.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good season. I feel like when I was the best car, I won, and when I wasn't, I just finished where I ran most of the race, the exception a few. So I thought had a really good season. Only 1 or 2 races where I think that got away from me, but it was just I thought it was a pretty good season there.
Well, man, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I just got to thank Kyle and Casey and JR and everybody who's put this league together. Kind of sad that it won't be around in this form next year because this is the best league I've ever been in on iRacing, and I can't thank them enough for putting this league together and giving up 32 Wednesdays out of the year. And yeah, I'm going to miss this league going forward.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good job coming home third tonight, and more importantly, winning the championship here.
Yeah. Oh, and thank you for broadcasting this season.
Thank you, man. I'll let you go so you can go celebrate.
Yeah. Have a good one.
It was Brendan Kohler, the third place driver, but the championship winner is all that matters to him. I'll go over the finishing order here now. First, Kyle Smalley. Second, David Schaldhouse, the championship winner. Brendan Kohler, third or fourth, Casey Heschel. Fifth, Walker Thomas. Sixth, Jared Wishon. Seventh, Michael Anthony. Eighth, Chris Worrell. Ninth, Jeremy Brown. 10th, Brian Jones. 11th, Marcus Adams. 12th, Jordan Weaver. 13th, Roberto Ramirez. 14th, Calvin Allison. 15th, Aiden Kirker. 16th, Zach Lindgren. 17th, Jared Houston. 18th, Brad Peters. What do you want, Gatsby, from me? More drivers to go through. And 19th, Gavin Hibbs. 20th, Caden Henry Oaks. And 21st is Josh Dukes. Yes, Gatsby, I know you are there. My dog is wanting to whine at me. He's a needy golden retriever. But don't have those closing ads that I normally do, so I'm just going to go back to the starting screen, and you all can go.
Mayonnaise on